G'day toy fans, and welcome to Toy Review TV for a Marvel Spider-Man Build-A-Figure Collection action figure review from the Marvel Legends Infinite series, in which you can build your very own Green Goblin figure should you collect the 6 figures in this series. There are variants as well. This is Beetle from the Deadliest Foes series of figures. Now this is the number 5 figure in the range, you can see, of 6 there, but you can also get Boomerang when he is released. There is a variant there as well for number 4, which you can get Spider-Girl as well, but she has, as far as I know, not been released yet. Now these are made by Hasbro and have an age recommendation of 4 years and upwards, and will cost around $16.99 to purchase. There is your Green Goblin figure. If you go out there and collect every single of the 6 figures in this wave, you can build your very own Green Goblin figure. We do get a leg part included with this Beetle action figure, but let's take Beetle off the packaging now and see exactly what he looks like. And here we have him, guys. This figure is great for display. As you can see, you can put this in some really awesome poses and it will be stable because of these very large feet. But let's have a look at this action figure. The wings do clip on at the rear, but these will easily detach, and we do have some nice green shading to the inside of those wings, and those will just clip on to this hole in the rear of the torso. But I'm finding them a little loose. You really have to push those in there, and they do detach very easily, but not unless you actually try to force them off like that. So let's leave those wings to one side at the moment so you can see all of the torso detail there, and we shall check out the articulation on this figure. If we have a look at the head, you can see we have lots of silver going on with this metallic silver all around this figure, with reds as well, just setting off that silver very, very nice. We have the yellow eyes, and we have this articulated head which you can rock left and right, and you can push down as well. Now this head does come off very easily. You can push the head backwards as well. The joint on this head, as you can see, is a lot looser than most of the figures I have been in contact with from this line, so please do be aware of that. If you are positioning this head, it may pop off a few times, but it isn't too much of a big deal. You can see down to the torso as well. Now we have all that silver shining through. Not so much on the rear, it is all confined to the front of the figure for display purposes. And we have a ball joint at the top of the arm there. We also have the secondary joint above the bicep, and then we have our joint on the elbow as well, which, if I can get that to come out, you can see is a double hinged joint for maximum displayability possibilities. We have a twisting hand which you can also rock as well. You can bring that hand in a little stiff at the moment because it is brand new, but it will loosen up once it is worked a little. Now both arms are exactly the same. You get all that articulation. We also get, as seems to be standard with these figures, a rocking torso joint as well, so you can bring him back slightly but mostly forwards. And we also have our twisting joint just above the waist area there as well. We have our joint to the top of the thigh, and a very stiff joint on the leg there, the secondary joint just above or just on the top of the thigh area. Then we have again our double hinge joint to the knee, and our last joint is our foot, which, as I say, we do have a lot of spread on these feet, so this figure will stand up very well. So maybe you won't need to use an action figure stand with this like you may do with some, like the Black Cat for example. We do have our rocking foot there, and you can twist that foot as well, so lots of scope for positioning this figure on display. And there you can see, standing up straight away, even with all that manipulation, this figure will stand up immediately. I think maybe the red colour looks a little cheaper on this figure than a lot of the colours on the other action figures. The red, in my opinion, does seem to make the plastic look a little cheaper than on most of the other action figures, but please don't let that take anything away from this action figure. It is still awesome and very worthy of being in this wave of action figures amongst others. So there you go. Not my favourite from this wave, guys, but still an awesome displayable action figure. Well, as always, thanks very much for tuning in to this review. Please do feel free to drop in next time. That would be awesome, and I hope to see each and every one of you then here on Toy Review TV.